can this notebook possibly replace my ThinkPads? First of all, what is this notebook? Alright, so this was a clickbait of sorts. And this isn't a regular notebook, but a Kobo Libra Color e-reader in a custom carry case that makes it look like a retro notebook. Let's talk about my reasons for considering one. I've used this 7-inch Samsung Galaxy Tab as my daily driver mobile phone back in 2012. And this device isn't a great fit for this use case, and for a bunch of reasons. To mention a few, for a 13-year-old device, the battery is doing okay, but it still runs down pretty quickly. The screen isn't that big, neither in terms of the physical dimensions nor the screen resolution, and like all other older mobile devices, this thing has lost much of its software support and runs pretty slow, even on a de-bloated aftermarket Android ROM. The ThinkPad X1 Nano, though it still amuses me with its dimensions and weight, it's still a little too huge to be carried along as an e-reader. And yes, I also carried physical books with me for a few weeks, but then that comes with its own set of limitations, like the anxiety of damaging the pages while turning them, and then also being limited to a single book at once, unless you carry a mini library of books with you, which isn't practical. This device pretty much removes all the troubles with its perfect size and aspect ratio, a proper e-ink display, weeks long battery capacity, and a few gigabytes of internal data storage. This carry case just adds to its intuitiveness, and as a package, it makes a perfect reading companion. Why Kobo, you'd ask? Well, I would never buy an Amazon product, so Kindle was out of the picture right away. And Kobo was one of the only brands that offered what I was looking for, which was an e-book reader and not an Android tablet with an e-ink display, for example. While exploring the world of e-readers, I learned about two other things that I doubt I would have ever known existed, or at least tried myself. Calibre is the perfect free ebook software that one can install on a personal computer to not only sync ebooks to an e-reader, but also manage their reading library. This software supports not only Kobo, but also all other e-reader brands you can practically think of. It even has other features like fetching and syncing news articles in form of a book to your e-reader every time you connect it to the computer, and automatically delete them when they are a certain number of days old. Overdrive is an amazing service through which one can connect to a public library and get access to books and audiobooks using their library subscription. I've personally tried it and it works great. Now, like my all other electronic gadgets, I looked for a way to enable battery charge thresholds on this device. Even though there isn't anything like that here, I guess the need isn't as much either. As compared to the Steam Deck, for example, you'll barely find yourself charging the battery as it literally lasts for weeks and even months for a user like me with comparatively lesser use. So, coming back to the question of whether this notebook can replace my ThinkPads, absolutely not. Having said that, I'm glad I got an opportunity to explore this genre of electronics hardware as well. And it's great to sometimes not worry about my QWERTY keyboard and instead just leave the house with a G-Shock on my wrist and a book in my hands. I do carry it to work every single day, even when I leave my ThinkPads back at home. That's all I have for this video, and thanks for watching it to the end. May the maker watch over you. See you in the next video.